I'll let you know when we're recording audio. And recording audio in 3, 2, 1. Your show today, Dick.
Yay!
Your movies first. You can decide what we want to talk about, though.
Well, what's funny is it ended up being these two movies definitely are connected.
Yep.
Because of the whole media angle.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was accidental, I think.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, because Ace in the Hole is about newspapers and insiders, about the television, corporate television versus news reporting, journalism. Lawyers, you have lefts, you have rights. That's on the Insider. Bruce McGill. Two of my actually, I'm glad never saw Ace in the Hole. Glad I saw it. Actually, Ace in the Hole actually might be one of my top favorite movies of all time now. I really loved Ace in the Hole. This movie was pretty incredible, and The Insider was already kind of amazing. And we're not going to get movies like this made anymore because Hollywood is fucking dead. Oh,
hi, Dick.
Welcome to the show. We're talking about films of the 1950s.
Phoenix West.
Dick it. It's an amazing time. Billy Wilder's Ace in the Hole.
Billy Wilder.
Kirk Douglas, 1951.
Oh, we're doing
now, have you have heard of this movie before, right? Is that why you wanted to watch it?
Yeah. Well, I'm a big Billy Wilder fan.
Yes.
You remember how long it took me to talk myself into buying the Double Indemnity?
Right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now, that's expensive too now.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very nice.
The Syrian collection really kicked ass with this because Double Indemnity and Sunset Boulevard are two of my favorite movies.
Yes.
So Ace in the Hole has always been like on my peripheral where I'm like, I love these movies. Of course I'm gonna love it. It's like a few years, I think it's the year after Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard.
Yes, right. Sunset Boulevard was a big hit for Billy Wilder. He made this movie, tremendous bomb. This movie almost destroyed his career.
Yeah.
This could have been a career ender. And in researching it, I saw that Paramount, because this was a Paramount movie, they had to pay to get Kirk Douglas in this movie. Paramount had to pay an extra $150,000 for his contract for him to star in this movie. So right there, the budget's already really high. So this movie, there's a lot right on this movie. And then it comes out, fails miserably, fails so bad that Billy Wilder does Stalag 17 after this one. Stalag 17 was a big hit. He's like, hey, where's my money for because I made a hit. I need the residuals, my money. Where's my money? And they said, well, Ace in the Hole lost so much money, you still owe us. So we're keeping your profit.
Yeah.
Like, how fucked up is that?
Well, that's the problem back in the days of contracts.
No, he got rimmed on that one.
Yeah. And when you sign a whatever picture deal with the exclusive with the studio, they can kind of do whatever they want. Really,
yeah. They took his money away from him.
But Billy Wilder, I don't know. I haven't seen a whole lot of his movies, but I'd say he has 6 movies on the AFI's top 250.
Right. Yeah.
Or top 100, whatever they have.
Yeah.
Because he is the Double Indemnity, Sunset Boulevard, Ace in the Hole, and then he has The Apartment, Some Like It Hot.
Yeah.
There's one more that I'm not thinking.
Well, Ace in the Hole is not even on the top 100 list.
I thought it was.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
I think I'm probably confusing AFI's top 100 with IMDb's top 250.
Right, yeah. AFI. Which Dune 2 just took out Shawshank Redemption for number 1.
It happens all the time for 6 weeks, and then
goes back. Yeah, that's true.
Let's see here. No, okay, you're right. I looked up Space or Ace, but it says Space Odyssey.
Right, yeah, Space Odyssey.
The guy's got I don't know. He's just one of those directors that nobody talks about.
Well, he's been dead for 20 years. I mean, he made movies 40 years ago. Yeah, but I think if you're a cinephile who likes movies, you know who Billy Wilder is, you know who Hitchcock is.
Yeah.
But general audiences don't know who Hitchcock is. They got an idea. They may be like, "Who's that? Oh, Psycho guy, shower guy. Oh yeah, okay, The Birds or whatever."
And
But
then they
that's
would
it.
come to nothing with Billy Wilder.
No, not nothing at all. Or
But I
maybe it
just
means
think he didn't invent it, but he perfected the film noir genre. This movie is not film noir, but he perfected that with those two movies I mentioned earlier.
right. Yeah,
Throughout the 40s and early 50s, he just
yeah,
perfected it. But the man's really good at pacing and shot selection. He
right.
doesn't waste, and especially in this movie. This movie flow like
Yeah,
it keeps trucking. And it never stops. And so much so that you're
yeah,
kind of getting overwhelmed just watching it in the way that
yeah.
Douglas is with guilt throughout this movie.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, he becomes kind of a good guy at the end, but it's just too
Yeah.
late by that point.
And he knows that. So
Right. That's why he doesn't accept any. Well, we'll get to it. We get stabbed, which comes out of nowhere, which I was like, oh my God, they fucking stabbed his ass. So crazy.
to be fair, he
But
was strangling a bitch.
well, she deserved it.
Oh, she
And
didn't.
it was set up and payoff because he did slap her a few times before, which is my
When he
favorite scene in
slapped
the whole
her,
movie.
she just
When he slap, she's trying to trying to hit on him because she's like her husband's in the cave and he's dying, he's buried alive, and she's getting all this, all this attention, and she's going to leave when it's all said and done, and she goes, "You could take me with you. We could go near together. It'd be a big story." And then he just looks at her. He's yeah. He goes, "You should be crying right now." And he slaps the shit out of her, and then he goes,
well, he goes,
go pedal your hamburgers."
yeah. I'm glad you remember the exact
Oh,
quote.
loved
That's
it.
in my mind too.
So great. Yeah, I love that
He
part.
slaps her
I was like,
because
oh shit.
at the beginning part, like 75% of the movie, all he cares about is his story. So he's manipulating everyone and everything. It's the same exact story. And again, it's weird that we've tied these together because this is not planned.
Yeah.
The exact same thing happens in The Insider.
Right.
But he is way more of a piece of shit because
Oh yeah, Kirk Douglas.
he pulls it. Yes, Kirk Douglas.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
pulls her in because she's not sad enough because his
yeah.
story demands that she loves her husband and misses him dearly. So he goes,
Yeah.
"You don't look sad." And that's why he slaps her.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
goes,
Yeah.
"There, you're crying out of both eyes.
Yeah.
All right, now go pedal your hamburgers."
Go pedal your hamburgers.
I love
So
that
great.
line. Oh my god!
And then yeah, because there's a lot of good lines in this movie. There's a lot of good, and I guess
So many.
Billy Wilder wrote it with some other guys, and it's a movie that's not on anybody's radar. I've never really heard it mentioned before.
Oh really?
Not a lot of people talk about it. Like honestly, I don't really hear that much about this movie
Oh, this is
outside of like
always in my top 10 of my watch list that I talked to you about. It's been on there
really,
for fucking
yeah,
20 years. That's why I'm like, you know
really,
what? Enough
yeah,
is enough. And goddamn,
yeah.
am I glad I watched it. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
I bought it on Blu-ray Criterion Division or version. It was $21. It was worth the money. So I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
I
want to buy
have
that.
it. So I own it. It's great. It's a
I want to
great
get
movie.
Sunset Boulevard first, but
Yeah, that one's a little cheaper. That's not Criterion though. That's just like a special edition.
they have a Criterion of Sunset
Do
Boulevard.
they?
They did on DVD. I don't know if they do on Blu-ray. I assume.
Yeah, I don't think they do on Blu-ray unless it. I don't know. I think this is a Warner Brothers movie. I don't know if it has like a special edition version that's not Criterion.
Double Indemnity is my favorite.
Yeah, it's classic.
Sunset Boulevard is like his most well-known movie.
Yes. Well, Sunset Boulevard, Some Like It Hot. Those are the two big ones.
Yeah, The Apartment is in there.
Yeah, Stalag 17 is high because Stalag 17 is basically.
You just remind me that was the one I was trying to think of the top.
Yeah.
Echelon of movies.
Yeah,
and I saw that.
It's good.
Stalag 17 I watched and I was like,
it's good, but it's like,
I
it wasn't as good as this.
No,
this is a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's he does his best work in black and white. He's like Frankenheimer to me. Best work was in black and white. When he got the color, kind of lost his visuals.
Right.
I don't think he lost his visuals as much as Frankenheimer did. I think Frankenheimer went really downhill for a while.
Well, Reindeer Games.
Yeah.
Reindeer Games, Islands October Row.
Well, that's only right. And those are right between the Sandwich
Yeah.
and Ronin. So the man knows how to
Yeah.
do it. It's just like,
Yeah.
but Billy Wilder, I don't know. I need to go down his career a little further after watching this third one, because I was always reluctant, because I'm like, how do I follow up like two perfect movies? So I was always like, should I take that step into this third one? Because I've been watching these since high school. I love these fucking movies, and God, I'm pissed at myself for waiting so long, because I love this movie.
No, I'm glad I got it. It's a great movie. Kirk Douglas is so good in it, and I love the opening where he's in his car, he's in his jalopy being towed through Albuquerque. He's just like, newspaper office, stop here. I'm going to get off and get a job because fuck it. And he goes in and he goes, you've never heard of me, but I'm going to be the best thing that ever happened to your paper. I'll be honest with you. I drink a lot. I had an affair with my editor's wife in Philly. I had a story that I broke that cost me jail time in Chicago, and in New York. It's just great.
He lays all his cards, ironically, maybe not ironically, maybe that was on purpose. He lays all his cards on the table.
But then he says,
"But Dick, hold on, I'm setting up a great phrase here. He lays all his cards on the table, but he has
an ace in the hole."
There you go.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the title of the movie.
I set it up on accident because I was like, wait. The title. A mental erection there.
Amazing.
But here's that scene.
Great sick.
By the way, it's in mono, so it's only going to play out one of your speakers.
That's the way the story goes. I get the smile off your face.
That's right.
It's been a nice day, Chuck.
I wish it would stop being blurry.
I feel like smiling.
You heard me. Get it off.
Here he goes. How about I suck your chode and lick your ball sack?
Just slams her.
He looks like he hit her for real.
I think he did.
Because I believe Kirk Douglas would hit a woman.
I'll hit your bitch ass face.
All right, here he goes.
That's more like it. Don't wipe those tears. That's the way you're supposed to look. Put on your wedding ring.
That's right. Put on your
wedding
ring.
Peddle your hamburgers.
Put on your wedding ring and go out and peddle your hamburgers.
How is that not in like the top lines of all time?
It's so awesome.
We both memorized it because it was so fucking perfect.
Oh, so good. I was like, yeah, it's fucking awesome. Slaps the shit out of her and go put your wedding ring on. There you go. Now you're crying. That's what you're supposed to look like. Now go put your wedding ring on and go peddle your hamburgers.
The more Kirk Douglas movies I watch, the less I need Michael Douglas.
I would agree with that.
Because I watched Paths of Glory.
Yeah.
A while ago. I watched that when we were living together. Because Michael had his collection. And I was like,
that's a good one.
Shit, Kirk Douglas is good in this movie.
Yeah.
And then every like 10 years I'll watch another one. I'm like, holy shit, he's so good in this one.
Kirk Douglas had it going on. He was good. And I guess in the interviews for the Criterion, he was talking about how this movie kind of hurt his career for a bit. And he did a couple other parts. Like he always wanted to test his limits as an actor. And I guess he said John Wayne took him outside one night. And I don't think it was for this movie. It was another movie. And he goes, "Why are you playing these weak characters? You're supposed to be macho. Why are you doing it?" And Kirk Douglas was like, "Well, it's acting. I want to act. I don't want to play the same character over and over. It's boring. I want to explore this stuff and go deep." Because no, the audience wants you to be macho. You got to always be macho and give them what they want. Like John Wayne was very, not a very good actor, but he was just always John Wayne. That's the reason he was
John Wayne and Charlton Heston have the similar idea. And that's why I don't like them very much, which is do the same thing 50,000 times.
I like Charlton Heston more because I like his movies more, but he's over the top enough where it's like, okay. And Kirk Douglas is too. They all have that over the top kind of like bravado quality.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying because like Charlton Heston, you watch like Omega Man and Planet of the Apes and Ben-Hur and Ten Commandments, like those are the big ones, and he's always like, They've got me on the ground, and I'm going to fight back. Yeah, Charlton
Yeah,
Heston.
he's Shatner.
Yeah,
I can't stand Charlton Heston.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say he's Shatner, but
What you just did was a Shatner impression.
that was not.
I don't even know if you realize
Shatner. Shatner would be more like, "I'm not doing this, man."
You're just changing your octave. You're doing the exact same performance, just in a higher octave.
How dare you?
You are. You know I'm right too.
No, Chuck Heston's wonderful.
He's a piece of shit too.
I
But do you remember the Kirk Douglas? Did you watch that one with Adam and I? The Tales from the Crypt episode? Yellow, what was it called?
Yeah.
Him and his other son that killed himself.
Yeah, that was the one that was the Two-Fisted Tales episode.
Yeah, and he's so fucking good at that one. That was the only hour one we watched.
That was a Robert Zemeckis directed one, didn't it? Wasn't it?
I believe so. That was goddamn. That was a good episode, though.
That was good. Yeah. And
Yellow. Yeah, it's called Yellow.
Yellow. Yeah, that's a good one.
And yeah, Zemeckis.
That was the only one that Adam
Eric
liked.
Douglas.
Yes, Eric Douglas, rest in power.
He died at 46 of suicide.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Kirk
yeah,
Douglas.
accidental or drug overdose. That's
okay. Well, it's suicide, I guess. You committed suicide with pills?
Yeah, every time I watch him, goddamn. And you know what's crazy is the man was around when we did that episode.
Yeah.
When we did the episode Yellow, he was still alive.
Yeah, he just died not too long. He was about 104, I think, when he died.
103. He died in 2020.
Wow. No, well, so okay. You should
Just
look
over
up
3 years ago.
I found this video clip on YouTube, and then you can type it up, look it up. Frank Gorshin does Kirk Douglas. He did a Kirk Douglas impression. And it's like a vaudeville show or something. It shows you, all the great Frank Gorshin from that great movie we watched about the van that killed women on the freeway.
Oh, Death Car on the Freeway.
Death Car on the Freeway. And I was just remember I saw, I was like, oh my God, how hacky is that?
Which
it's
one?
so bad. There it is. It's one in the middle there.
This one?
I think that's it. No, the one below it. I think that's it right there.
Can you hear this?
No, it's not it. That's not it. Hold on. It's the one. It's like he's got a blue background. I think it's that one right there. Yeah, that's it. I think this is the one. Yeah.
Can you hear this?
I think. I can hear it, yeah.
The following program is himself. Mr. Frank. Every week there were a different Batman and a different Robin. One week you might see Burt Lancaster playing Batman.
You were on.
And
okay.
Kirk Douglas playing Robin.
Oh,
there you go.
It would go like this. Robin, old chum. Once again, it's time to come to the aid of Gotham City and rid its streets of crime and corruption. Correct? Correct. This time we have in our hands that slippery devil, Mr. Sweat. Mr. Sweat? Holy perspiration. That him again?
Frank Gorshin's
Gosh,
genius.
Batman, I wonder what he's up to this time. No need to wonder, boy. Wonder, so wonder, boy.
Does he say before this bit that he was on Batman?
Yeah, I think that's why he's doing the bit.
Okay. I just want to make sure that people know
This is all he has at this point is the Batman series. This is all he's got. He's on the Dean Martin show for that reason.
Yeah, I think I got my Frank Gorshin figure somewhere. No, never mind.
And he's not as drunk as he was on Death Cab for Cutie, whatever that movie was. Death Cab for Cutie on the freeway.
I was thinking this was my Frank Gorshin, but it's not.
Yeah, that's way better. I am a figure on your shelf.
Yeah, no, I don't even have the bobblehead because I have most of the cast in bobblehead form.
But did you build your bat cave yet?
No, it's right there.
Oh yeah, you gotta put that together.
I have this first.
Oh shit! You could probably put the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 in there. Oh, you got glue it all, huh?
I have glue because I have to glue my PVC piping desk because every time I glue it goes bloop and falls out.
God.
It's terrifying.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Anyway.
Almost as annoying as Frank Gorshin doing Kirk Douglas impression.
I got the whole thing figured out. To the bet poles. I like going down the...
I just picture a young Jim Carrey watching this and shaping his personality.
I'm going to be Frank Gorshin.
That whole boy wonder. Yeah, me too, Cape Crusader. Oh, golly gee whiz. I forgot to tell you, when Alfred was cleaning up today, he accidentally spilled a bucket of glue on one of the bat balls. No kidding, Robin. I wonder which one it was. Robin?
That's enough out of you, Frank Gorshin.
That was it. That was the bit.
Yeah, not a bad impression.
No, he's fine. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of chintzy. He's
Yeah.
had, that's his life. You know, for that one show, and that's all you're going to be for the next 40 years until you die. Very
Until
lonely,
Comic Con's
sad.
invented, where you get to go represent that show.
And you can get some money out of it. Well, I mean, he got paid for that appearance, so he probably got like 10 grand to do that bit. So good for him.
Yeah, not bad.
Can't go wrong.
I love the original Batman show.
Oh, it's fun. It's a good one. I know that's what I would like to buy on Blu-ray or have the
Really
whole
cheap now.
series. Yeah, the whole
It used
series
to be
on.
expensive.
Yeah. Well, they had like the nice ones that had like the figures that crawl on the side of the building or whatever. They had like a special maquette for it or something. Ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, Ace in the Hole. I like that it's how simple it is, but also how crazy it gets as it goes along.
It just shows you the media blowing up a story and just how this movie is ahead of its time. I mean, it's just so far ahead of its time, and nobody understood because nobody was that cynical yet. You know, the people thought journalism was good, was like everyone was, Walter Cronkite, and they wouldn't lie to me, and they're all full of bullshit. And well, yeah, they're all full of bullshit. It's all lies. That's the point. They want to sell the tragedy and the sensation. That's why he's there. And
this movie would have played a lot better nowadays.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, because it wasn't about it wasn't pro media, which is strange.
No.
I can't even imagine a pro media movie now.
Even
Bombshell.
Network.
Was Bombshell pro media?
No, I don't think so. That was totally not. That was anti-media. That was anti.
I assume it was, but I didn't see it. So
because that was about the sex scandal over there. It's with Roger Ailes, who was a fucking dirty old man.
But it's just people, like you said, they were not cynical enough. They were not willing to accept that this could happen.
Yeah,
and that's what it's. And then everyone kept saying that Kirk Douglas was really hammy in the movie, and I'm like,
no, he's pretty.
He was
good.
Yeah. He is exactly what Al Pacino's character in The Insider is.
Right. Yeah.
It's like his prequel to The Insider.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Maybe he got up at the end of the movie and went to work for CBS.
I'm gonna do this movie about it. I'm gonna try to go big as a guy who's an executive producer at a news channel for 60 minutes.
And I guess with that, you want to switch over, and then we'll kind of go back and forth at the end.
Yeah, I just Insider is one of those movies that I've seen. I think I didn't see it in the theaters, but I did see it after the fact because I always heard about it. I was like, how can this movie be good? It's about fucking anti-smoking, the cigarette, companies and that lawsuit, and how they can make an interesting movie out of that.
Yeah,
and boy, did they! But I know that half of it is fictionalized. Like the whole thing with him being hunted down, the bullet in the mailbox is all for the movie. That never happened, and it was more or less the whole crux of it was the trial was because he was going against his NDAs. And
were you trying to sound like Russell Crowe right there because you sounded exactly like him?
No, I did not.
Crazy.
I
want you to go back to this later and play back the last 10 seconds because you change into a perfect impression of him.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Well, William Morris fucked me. Fuck you.
He does the same thing when he's getting that second contract. Update your NDA.
Yeah. It's spooky. Jeff has a premier golfer. When he is on the links, it is spooky. James Gambone as the bad cigarette CEO.
Oh. So I couldn't tell what Louisiana accent you're doing because Confiore is in this movie as well. He
Yeah,
has
that's
the same
right.
accent.
And Calfiore's in it for literally 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Rip Torn's in it for 3 seconds.
Rip Torn is behind his head.
Yeah.
I don't think they even show him up front, do they?
They do towards the end of the movie.
Okay.
He's like he's in a helicopter, and it's a quick shot, and that's it. Like, you never see him again because he's like president of CBS or something.
Yeah, they show him from like behind at first, and you hear, I'm like, that's Rip Torn's voice immediately. This is a who's who of character actors, though. This might be like the biggest cast of character actors.
It's a lot of character actors.
It's insane.
Yeah, you got Russell Crowe. This is the movie that he should have won the Oscar for, not Gladiator, but it's just that's how the Academy works. They always give you the Oscar later for a movie you did 2 years earlier.
I remember you and I would talk about this in film school, and you would say that should have been switched, and then Denzel should have won the year before instead of the year after, or vice versa.
Yeah, for Hurricane.
Should have won for Hurricane instead of
Training Day.
Training Day,
because Training Day he was just playing. Oh, he's a bad guy. Oh, we gave it to him because he played the bad guy because he's always a good guy. It's like, well, that's chicken shit. He's good in everything he does.
He's
it's
super
like, you know
cheesy in Training Day.
He is.
He's good. He's great.
Yeah.
One of my favorite actors, so I'm not putting him down, but he's way better than Hurricane.
Yeah, Hurricane, that's the role. I mean, that's a meaty, fucking dramatic role. And then Training Day, he's just like, my N-word, what's up? Yeah, you got the eye for the street. I didn't know you like to get wet. And he gets the guns. He puts you said suck my dick, didn't you? He got the 2 guns. He's always rubbing the guns together.
Cliff Curtis is in Training Day, right?
Yes, he is he left you to die, Vato.
And what is he in The Insider?
That's right. He shows up in The Insider. Yeah,
he's in the beginning as The Insider is.
He's not one of the Arab guys, is he?
Yeah, he's the Bane guy.
Is he?
Did you not? Okay, I'll play it.
I don't remember that. I thought it was another guy.
Nope. Cliff fucking Curtis right here. I literally clicked on a random time and here he is.
Is it?
When I start watching this scene, I'm like, because we just started watching Fear the Walking Dead with my wife, and Cliff Curtis is the main on that.
Oh, he's all in that one. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Cliff fucking Curtis.
Is that him?
Yeah.
You've seen 60 Minutes. I'm Mike Wallace.
You'll see him better here in a second when they do that, the actual interview.
Right. I read that. That's Kim. That's Cliff Curtis.
Are you serious? Look at him.
In his beard. Yeah. I couldn't say. I wouldn't think. I didn't know that was Cliff Curtis. Is he on the IMDb? Is that him?
I didn't even bother looking.
So much for seeing.
It's not him.
Are you a terrorist?
Look at him.
That is not Cliff Curtis.
What do you mean that's not him?
The Insider.
All right, I have it pulled up. I already have the IMDb up.
Let's see.
If that's not Cliff Curtis, then I don't know who the fuck Cliff Curtis is.
Cliff Curtis is not in this movie.
Who is that then?
It's some guy, some Arab guy. It is who's the Sheik?
Cliff Curtis, right here, motherfucker.
Oh God, you're right. Oh my God! Holy shit! It is him.
I was like, I
never made that connection.
Oh, I caught it like the second they showed his face. It was like Cliff Curtis.
Holy shit! I
had that thought, and then I was like, right? Like, and then once I saw his eyes, I'm like, yeah, that's him.
Oh my God! I did not know that was him. Holy shit!
Giveaways are his eyes.
That's hilarious. Oh my God, that's fantastic. That guy can do anything.
Yeah. No, that's why I always say he plays every race.
Are you a terrorist?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Karate chop him to death with my pad? Christopher Plummer as Mike Wallace. So good.
How did he not win an Oscar for this?
I think he was nominated, but he
didn't win. I think he was just as good as Bo Lugosi.
Yeah.
Like, he won.
He's got that great scene at the end where he goes, I'm not on this. I'm against you on this one, Noel, because I don't want to be the reason why CBS, this institution, goes down the drain, and I end up in the forest of public radio.
I will not go back to fucking public radio.
Why? You're not with me on this one, Mike. What's going on?
That's my favorite scene in the movie, where Al Pacino, I mean, we've assumed you've already seen the movie. We're not going into depth here.
Right, yeah.
But when that scene where they're talking about editing it down, because Stephen
Yeah.
Tobolowsky's like, cut an alternate version. Because
Right.
that's probably what we're going to go with. And Philip Baker Hall's like, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then Al Pacino is the soul. Like he says, he's like, you're the martyr. You
Yeah.
put yourself in the martyr position. Just fucking do it. You work for a corporate company. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry that's how you feel, but. And that's what problem with news outlets get too big. There's no news eventually.
Right, yeah.
And that's kind of the backstory of this movie.
Right.
And I find that the most fascinating part, honestly.
Well, because they're afraid to tell the story because they don't want to be sued by the cigarette companies who have these
Billions of
army of litigious lawyers that basically will take you to court and knock you out just in expenses. Like they will spend millions of dollars and not even bat an eye because they're going to spend $100 million on this court case and they make $5 billion internationally on cigarette sales alone.
Yeah,
and it's just like they're just unending.
They're using 5% of their proceeds every year.
Yeah,
for these, and you're using everything,
right? Yeah.
So even if you win, you're just all you did was win against defending the lawsuit.
And that's what Brown and Williamson is the fake company because they had the scene where they have the 7 drawers
you like that?
Go to Congress.
Yeah.
Brown and Williamson, you tell me to fuck me? Well, fuck you.
It's but that scene I'm talking about, it's Al Pacino doing the martyr speech where he's like, we're fucking newsmen, me and Mike. We're gonna fight this, like we're gonna put out the story, and then silence, and then it goes to
Mike Wallace.
He goes to Mike Wallace, and he's like, "Hey, what's Pacino's name? Lowell.
Lowell Berg or something like that.
I side with them.
I'm sorry.
Al Pacino just looks down and has his big packet of paper and just walks out.
Yeah,
he's just like so like. How the fuck am I alone here now?
And then his wife in this movie is the ugliest woman ever, which is the one thing I like her. She's a good actress, and just she's so unattractive. She's so rough looking, which I'm a horrible man. I don't care. Just for that reason, every time I see this
Al
movie,
Pacino, Dick.
Al Pacino is a beautiful man who's had beautiful women.
He looks like a chihuahua that learned how to walk and talk.
He's banging chicks left and right, having illegitimate children with Beverly D'Angelo. He's banging everything left and side.
Him and De Niro are so ugly. God. Babies and
I got babies everywhere.
De Niro has a thing though, and I don't.
He likes black.
Disagree.
Girls,
yeah.
Now, what Paul Mooney said about De Niro, the only time he talks to a white woman is that's where a black bitch is at. That's the only time I've seen De Niro talk to a white woman. But
I mean,
well, obviously that's all he has is he loves black women. That was his wife.
He likes them big too.
King of Comedy, the girl in that movie, that was his wife in that movie. The real life, the woman in King of Comedy, that was his real life wife.
Which one?
During that time in King of Comedy, the black girl, Rita.
I haven't watched that movie in 25 years.
Okay, we should do King of Comedy. Maybe that might be my pick for the next week or next.
Do you remember when that box set of DVDs with Scorsese collection came out?
Yeah,
I bought that. It had like the hard case on it. It was cardboard, but it was hard.
Yeah,
it had, like, that Mean Street.
Yeah. Again, After Hours.
Live Here. No, After Hours was in that one, and then it was Boxcar Bertha.
Okay, so it's like his early stuff.
And that was the last time I watched the King of Comedy.
Yeah. King of Comedy is a genius film.
It was great. I loved it. I hate
King of Comedy.
Jerry Lewis though.
Well, that's the thing. He's so good. He's so good that you hate him so much. It's so wonderful.
And I already hated him, and now I hate him. Like, I hate him even more. The more as time passes.
This movie's coming out in June, hopefully.
But I still laugh when I watch those clips of it's fucking funny, but also fuck that guy.
Oh, that's great.
Are we done? All right, clean up.
Get out. Get out.
Sorry, what movie were we talking about?
Do you remember that scene? No.
Yeah.
Get out of my house. I'm done with this interview.
Fantastic.
I'm Jerry Lewis. Well, that's what Dennis Miller said. He said, like, Dennis Miller goes, Jerry Lewis isn't funny when he's funny. He's funny when he's serious. Because then you're just like, what an asshole. This guy is so up his own ass. That's what makes it funny. Is that you can't believe how pompous he is.
Yeah, the guy's a fucking massive prick.
Oh, he's dead now. He's dead, massive
Yeah.
dead prick.
And I'm glad he's dead.
But his movie's coming out this June,
I don't know what's wrong with
hopefully.
France. What movie?
The one that's been locked in a vault for 50 years. The one about the clown, the day the clown cried. The one about the Holocaust clown, where he plays a clown that has to bring
Are
kids.
you telling me that's real?
Yeah, this is a real movie.
That
People
was like
have
a
seen
rumor-
it.
That was a rumor for.
No, it's real because people have seen it, and people said either it's very, very good or it's very, very bad. There's no in between. People say it's a masterpiece.
American
people-
Dad
no.
did like a bit on that
No.
15 years ago, I want to say.
It's coming out in June.
Roger, they did like an episode was like a spoof of like a 007 movie.
Yeah.
And Roger plays the bad guy called Tearjerker. And he wants to put out a movie where he it's kind of like that but it's like
Tearjerker.
it goes to the extreme where he's like an autistic child and locked in the attic from the Germans, and he's also he's deaf. Like it just keeps going, and he has a puppy, and he does the of Mice and Men thing where he kills it on accident. He tries to resuscitate it. He's like trying to get people to cry to death in the theater. That was his plan.
Funny. That's funny.
But that's kind of what they're going off, and I didn't realize that was a real fucking thing.
No, it's a real movie. It's based on a book, and he bought the rights for it. He made it, shot it, directed it, made the movie. And I think at the time, because the Holocaust was still very, prevalent, because literally 20 years later, he kind of put it upon himself to just put it in the vault, never show it. But it's been one of those movies that have been talked about for decades, and people are like, I want to see it. And I guess this summer is the date for it to be released from the archives. They're going to finally release it to the public.
At Disney Vault.
They're going to, right next to Disney's head, they're going to bring out
Frozen
the clown, the day the clown cried with Jerry Lewis. Hi, you want to see how they cry? 99999.
You are an asshole.
You're so stupid.
I killed 10 million people and you're the asshole.
You're so funny. I made a mistake. So did Hitler. That was from King of Comedy.
It was the I'm doing the Ty Burrell
Oh,
from Modern Family. That guy does Nazi on Key and Peele. I met Hitler. The nice guy.
that's funny.
Anyway, Inside the Insider. This is both these movies are good examples of editing.
Yes.
They fucking truck along, and this movie's way longer than.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Insider's almost 3 hours. It's a long one, but I love it.
Fucking movie.
It's just you just watch it, and you're just like the performances are so good, and they rack up the tension. Even though, the little girl is Jesse Eisenberg's sister, by the way, the daughter, the one that has not the non
two scenes,
the non asthmatic one,
yeah,
the one that's normal,
the one that looks like Curly Sue.
Not the retard.
Her lungs are retarded.
Her lungs are retarded. Get rid of that kid. Get out of here. She's terrible.
I
speak Japanese.
We haven't done this in a little while. I usually ask you what your history is with this movie. You said you didn't watch it for a while, so when did you actually watch it?
No, I think I discovered it on video. I think I rented it, or it was on HBO. I finally watched it. I'm like, oh my god, this movie's great. And I think I owned it for a long time, but they've never had a really good Blu-ray release. So I haven't bought it on Blu-ray. I think it's just like a standard The Movie, but no special features. I feel like that should be a movie that's packed with interviews and special features, commentary, Michael Mann stuff. Because this is one of Michael Mann's best movies, I think. And I think a lot of people agree with me, because this one, when it came out, it was nominated for everything, but it lost to fucking American Beauty, because that was that fucking movie that stole everything that year. I
could name 3 different movies in '99 that were fucking
way better than that. Yeah.
Fight Club.
Right, yeah, exactly.
God damn anything but American.
Yeah, like that. That's just and even now today, the Academy Awards are like, yeah, that movie was a bad choice. We should never have picked that movie. Yep. It wasn't that good. It's not that good. It doesn't stand up at all.
I hated American Beauty when I watched it. I didn't hate it in the way oh fuck that, but I'm I was more pissed. This movie's stupid. I like
like
the
what
performances, like nothing against them, and I like the director. But
I'm
like,
kind of at that point. I watched Poor Things or most of it the other day.
oh yeah,
It's on Hulu now. And Emma Stone is so unattractive naked. It's not even funny.
Oh, she's naked.
She is naked all throughout the movie. And
Oh, really?
it looks like Adam Garfield bit off her nipples. And she's got really bad nipples. It's like, oh, ooh, well, we should maybe fix that in post or
Hey,
something.
she's a Phoenix native. You watch out.
No,
Careful.
she's rough. She's rough.
I mean, you wait till you're 35 to get nude on camera.
Still, it's bad. It's like, ugh. And then, like, just the movie
I-
itself, though, nominated for 11 Academy Awards. I feel like it might be an American Beauty
No,
again.
I bet this wins nothing. She could win. She could
I
win.
think she's going to lose to the girl from Killers of the Flower Moon because they're already giving her all the awards. So she's
Oh, I
probably going
didn't
to win
see
that actress. Well, it's because she's plays an Indian.
Yeah.
And they don't want to give it to a white girl over the Indian girl, so it's not going to happen. But I'm sure the performances are
Hopefully,
good.
Marlon Brando sends a representative to accept the award.
Sends up the Italian fella to take the award. Yeah, speaking of that, the Italian, the Indian boy in Ace in the Hole is the Indian guy from the commercials of the 70s with a tear.
Oh, he's the Italian guy.
He's the Italian guy. He's an Italian.
Okay, cool.
He was an Italian actor who played immigrant role or Indian roles in Hollywood for 40 years.
I mean,
So he's the little boy in the movie. That's his first movie. Is Ace in the Hole.
Wow.
That was on the trivia. I saw that. I was like, oh shit, that's right. I mentioned that. That was hilarious.
Kudos to him.
Then the Sopranos did that episode where they go, "Ha, we're gonna fix you guys." That Indian actor that did those commercials, he's actually an Italian fellow. And then the Indian tribe guy goes, whatever, we'll see you in court. They leave and go, fuck, this is a PR nightmare. This is gonna be a disaster. We gotta give them what they want. Fuck. So funny.
So let's just run down the character actors in this movie.
Oh shit. You have Bruce McGill, Tom
Hold on.
Fiore,
I'm gonna go in order here on IMDb.
Cliff Curtis.
Because it starts off with Christopher Plummer.
Yes.
You got Diane Verona.
Yep.
Venora. Sorry. She plays Al Pacino's wife in Heat.
Yes.
And it's weird that they paired them oppositely.
Yeah.
This.
And do you not feel sorry for her? She's kind of a bitch in this movie. Do you feel sympathy for her? Because I don't. I think she's an awful. She's just like, I can't live with you because you're not rich anymore. Like, we had all this money and you gave it up for your morals.
Yes, I don't disagree with that, but also she was done already because he's never fucking home.
Right now he's a high school teacher.
So now she's like finding reasons that he would understand.
Too bad Xander Berkeley
That's
wasn't
what
around.
I got out of it. Yeah.
Xander Berkeley wasn't there for her to fuck him.
Ralph, watching my fucking TV. All right,
TV, Ralph.
Diane Venora, Philip Baker Hall.
Yeah.
Lindsay Krause, who plays Sharon Tiller. Debbie Mazur.
Yeah, Debbie Mazur.
Stephen Tobolowsky. Colm Fiore, which I mentioned earlier. Gina Gershon.
Yeah, that's right. Call me Mr. Wallace.
We got Michael Gambon, Rick Thorne. Who else we got? Cliff Curtis is next.
Mike, what is this, Mike? How about Mr. Wallace?
I love that it says Mike Moore as Michael Moore as Michael Moore.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
But I saved one for last because Bruce McGill has a couple scenes in the movie, but holy fucking shit, are those scenes good? He is so good in those scenes.
He's the lawyer for Russell Crowe's character in the whole NDA thing.
What a crazy career that he's had, because he was this stupid frat dude, like too old for college dude in Animal House doing nothing.
Oh yeah, he's great. Yeah.
And now here he is, like, give that man an Oscar.
Well, he's in a lot of Michael Mann movies. He's in Collateral. He's in what was it? Oh fuck, what was it called? Collateral? Is that the one? The one with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise?
Yeah, Collateral.
Yeah, he's in that one. He's an Insider.
I remember seeing that black dude in this movie, Insider. I thought it was the guy that plays the jazz musician in Collateral.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
but I don't
Yeah.
see him here on the list. So maybe it's someone
No.
else.
Must be somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to find that scene of him screaming at them. It's like over halfway through the movie, right?
Yeah, it's toward the end where he's on trial in Virginia or whatever.
Yeah, it's right here. No, it's just
It means you don't talk. You're NDA. That means that you don't talk.
yeah. That,
You have rights, you have lefts, but here in the state of Mississippi, it gets crazy. There it is.
This is the sovereign state of Mississippi's proceeding. Wipe that smirk off your face!
There it is.
Dr. Wagon's deposition will be part of this record.
I will.
Dr. Wagon.
Duck my.
And I'm going to take my witness's testimony,
Yeah.
whether the hell you like it or not.
Oh, this. I love. Here's. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to start this sentence for the fourth time. You know how Sam Raimi cuts to the schlockiest actors he can find to go, oh, in Spider-Man movies?
Sometimes, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's the opposite of that, where he cuts
Right.
randomly to the court stenographer,
Right, yeah.
and you get how uncomfortable she is. She's like, okay, writing this down. Is he going to throw punches? Here comes the white man. He's angry.
Wipe that smirk off your face.
Oh, he does the Tom Sizemore stare at him after.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Ah, I love Michael Mann. It's the reason I watched this movie, because my experience with the movie is I saw this like right when it came out on VHS.
Right.
Because I saw it come out, Russell Crowe, Al Pacino, in Michael Mann, and I'm like, fucking love Heat. All right, gonna watch this thing, and I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, okay, I love the movie, but I was bored. I didn't care about what was happening. I didn't know what was, because I was 14, 15.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So I watched it. And I'm like, what is happening? And I'm like, that was a great movie. I gave it an 8 originally.
Right.
And I was like, I know this is a movie I'm gonna like as I get older. So I
Right.
scored it then and there, and I never changed my score.
Right.
And I still feel like it's an 8 movie.
Oh yeah, no, I think I put 9 on mine. I
Yeah.
always liked this movie, but I don't mind the boring side, like the procedural part of it.
Now I don't. Not as an adult.
But now knowing like like this all the little stuff that happens in it, like when they go find his ex-wife and they do that interview with her to make him look bad publicly.
I got multiple scrolls.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I can't quite. I question your devotion to what's that movie? Donnie
Is
Darko.
that your devotion to Sparkle Motion?
Sparkle Motion. That's it. Like yeah, Sparkle Motion.
All right, I'm gonna save that as a clip we need to save.
And and just the way that you ever share your wife? You ever share your taxes? No, I told the truth. Is that
Right.
matter? Doesn't matter if you know the truth or not.
You forgot. You ever look into a woman's tits?
Yeah, the little tits. You look at woman's tits, no?
Yeah.
Were
You ever
you-
cheat a little on your taxes?
Were you a member of the Olympic jiu-jitsu team, taekwondo judo team? No, I said I spawned. Oh, I said I spawned with the guy with the judo team. God,
And I didn't watch it again I watched it. I didn't think I watched it until today, but I was like, I remember every line of this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I watched it in the interim between when it came
Yeah.
out and now.
yeah,
So I just, it's been so long that but I remember the lines, because when that jujitsu thing, I remember his exact reactions and how
Right,
that
yeah,
happened. And
yeah.
yeah, it's like, unless it was that fucking memorable when I watched it the first time, but
Apparently, yeah.
apparently
And
it could
and
be.
I just but the thing is, like you read like the true story, none of that
Yeah.
threatening stuff happened. They just did it for the movie. It's like, in all honesty, if this was,
I mean,
if
I
this was
don't
a
care
true
about the
story,
reality.
right? Yeah, no, but it's fine. It's a movie. Movie and real life are different, and it's fine. It's a movie. I watch as a movie first and foremost. That's all I care about. But like again, if this was real life,
Yeah.
if this was true to life, it'd be a boring movie about him basically being like he didn't show his interview until like a year later, and that would basically be the movie. You'd just be like, yeah, well, you gotta get out of this NDA thing. We'll pay for it, and there you go.
I am finding myself a bit of a hypocrite, because I give Oliver Stone so much shit for changing his historical movies,
Sure.
but also I hate when people go, "This did really." It's not a documentary. It's a
Right,
fucking
exactly, yeah.
movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and
That's why I
I'll
love
say now,
JFK.
I'll forgive Oliver Stone for his sins because next
Yeah.
week we are doing an Oliver Stone movie.
Fucking hate that movie so much.
All right, and you already got it out of the way, so you're
hate
fine.
it. I'm glad I watched it because it's not on for free anymore because
Yeah.
it was leaving Max. So I was like, well, I gotta watch it now. So I watched it last week and I was just like, fuck this movie. I fucking hate that movie so much.
Well, I'm glad
It's
you got it out of the
basically Rob Zombie.
Hey,
His whole
save
career
it.
is that movie.
way.
Absolutely.
You have plenty of time to bitch about it next week.
Oh my god.
2 weeks from now.
Oh, 2 barrels. Stagnetti on Stagnetti. Oh
Um,
god.
But I am really glad I rewatched it because I fucking love this movie.
That's a great movie. Yeah. I
It's-
need to buy it.
And I knew it as a teenager. I will appreciate this. I think it's maybe why I remember it so well. It's because my brain like stored it in a vault.
Right. Yeah.
I will love this when I'm older.
Right.
Because I gave it an 8 as a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
So I clearly knew it was. I'm like, this is a great movie, but it's not appreciating it enough.
Right. Yeah.
I feel that same way when I watched Taxi Driver. I was the same age, and I was like,
Yeah.
don't like the movie.
Yeah, Taxi Driver's okay. I'm not a big fan of it.
Overrated
Taxi
as
Driver's-
shit.
I think it is a little overrated. It's fine. I think the script is probably where the strength is. The movie itself is
Yeah.
it's fine. You just
You know,
have that really,
almost- I was watching all the classics from the 70s that you
Yeah.
hear about, and this one's from the 60s that I'm gonna bring up, and I'm like, all right, so I watched Taxi Driver, and I'm like, you know what? I'll give Easy Rider.
Yeah, Easy Rider.
And I watch it, and I go, I fucking hate this movie.
It's so boring. Easy Rider is
It
so boring.
sucks.
5 Easy Pieces.
Taxi Driver, I liked.
Yeah.
Easy Rider, I fucking hated that movie.
Yeah, Easy Rider's annoying. They don't like you because you represent what they're afraid of, the oppression. Oh man, we just represent someone needs to get a haircut, man. Oh, shut up.
Do you remember how it ends?
Yeah, they blow up. They get shot by hillbillies.
He's driving and he gets knocked off his bike and dies, and that's it.
They give the bird. Dennis Hopper gives the bird to a hillbilly, and they blow him away with a shotgun. And then Captain America turns around and they blow him away, and that's the end of the movie.
And then
Just stupid.
And it's like, oh. And that maybe that's where my ending of movies started, where if it's just the main character gets tortured and killed in the end, I fucking hate it. Maybe that's where that started.
Maybe.
Because I was like, what the fuck was the point of this then?
Right, exactly.
Like I hated them the whole way through. Now they're
Right.
dead. What am I supposed to do with that?
I don't care if they're dead. I don't care if they're
Yeah.
alive. They're a bunch of they're just two assholes that don't want to work. It's like me.
I think
get
the
it.
story of the movie is better than the actual movie. How
Right.
Dennis Hopper's like, oh fuck it, I guess I'll direct, and he's high out of his goddamn
Yeah,
mind
he's
the
out of his
entire
fucking
time.
mind. Yeah.
And he shows up in Apocalypse Now 10 years
Yeah,
later.
exactly.
Still high out of his goddamn mind.
You don't talk to the colonel, man. You listen.
And none of that was him acting.
No, it's just pretty much
That
Marlon
was
Brando.
Dennis Hopper on acid.
Marlon Brando probably told Dennis Hopper, "Don't fucking talk to me. I'll kill you."
Where did they shoot that movie? Like Cambodia?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's
Yeah.
just him taking Cambodian acid, and then, oh, what's going on? Okay, you know,
Put your sirens on, man.
put a camera on his neck. Oh,
Oh man, I took his picture, and he said, "You take my picture again, I'll kill you." And he meant it, man. You're gonna take him away, man. Well, who am I without him, and him without me, man? Well, it's fucking Dennis Hopper.
I guarantee if you were to bring Dennis Hopper on a podcast, if you're still alive today, and hey, tell me about filming that scene in Apocalypse Now, the man would draw a complete blank.
What are you talking about?
Or he would tell what he was been hurt and what he's heard over the years.
Right,
now.
exactly, yeah.
He'd just be the fucking recording. Francis told me that, like, no,
Yeah.
I want your experience of the movie.
I watched it. I watched Heart of Darkness, and I saw that I was in it. So I just rewatched that, and I kind of remember what happened, but not really.
From what I saw, it's like looking at old photos when you're a child before your memories. You kind of think that's your memory, but that's really you looking at a photo.
Right.
That's Dennis Hopper in that movie.
I really don't remember anything pre Blue Velvet.
I do think that Christopher Plummer should have gotten an Oscar for this.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm fine with Pacino and Russell Crowe not getting it. Russell Crowe did deserve it.
It's
way
so
more than
neat.
Gladiator, but
That's the thing. Yeah,
Plummer needed his
Yeah.
Plummer needed the supporting actor Oscar for this.
But he won it later for The Beginners.
What the fuck is The Beginners?
He played a gay old man, so he won the Oscar for the gay
Oh,
old man part. That was like
whatever.
2000, God, 2010. It was like one of the last movies that he made because he died shortly thereafter.
You are right. That was Haley Eisenberg.
Yeah, oh yeah, I knew that. Oh yeah, she don't really act anymore. Her brother still does.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg is one of those guys where it's like love hate at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah.
The man is very talented when he wants to be. I told you about that movie. Me and my wife love that Art of Self-Defense.
Right? Yeah.
But I don't think you would like it, so I'm not going
Probably not.
recommend you watch.
Well, I need to watch it. There's a few movies here that I need to watch, but I was like, yeah, 'cause I love him in Social Network. That's one of my Social Network's a great movie. That's a masterpiece. I love that movie.
You need to watch Art of Self-Defense just for Castor Troy, or sorry, Pollux Troy.
Pollux Troy, yeah, right.
Pollux Troy in that movie is.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's probably fine because I just didn't like. I hated 30 Minutes or Less. That was a terrible movie.
Oh, I didn't like that one either.
I didn't like American Ultra. That was terrible too.
I didn't mind that one.
That was okay. It was fine.
I saw that in the theater, and I watched Mike and Jay's review years later, and I went, "Oh, really? They didn't like it." I say I'm like 60-40 with them. I usually agree more with
Mike.
Probably Mike because he likes the schlock, and I appreciate the
schlock. Yeah.
X-Men Wolverine sucks.
X-Men Wolverine Origin X-Men. Yeah, that's one of the worst movies ever made.
He's a little more forgiving of certain stuff, and Jay's just like Jay's way more negative.
Well, Jay likes his sex pervert movie.
Yeah, and
which is always funny.
Shit, so
it's funny. I was definitely make fun of them.
I will say I haven't watched any of their videos in about a year now. Not on purpose. It's just Ollie's been born for 10 months, so
yeah, so you've been busy.
I've just been fucking way too busy.
You mean to tell me you can't watch a YouTube video because life got in the way? Go figure.
Imagine that.
Well, they've done a lot of like next generation trivia episodes. They've been doing like a lot of
watch those, yeah.
The game show or they did another episode of Bloodhound Gang lyrics.
Oh, really?
Versus Marilyn Manson lyrics. Yeah, they did another one of that. I didn't watch that one yet.
I would ace that.
Those are funny because it's really funny. Because just Rich Evans, it's got to be Marilyn Manson. That's correct. It is. It's so funny. It's a great bit. That's a good bit that they're doing.
Okay, that's good to know.
That one's funny.
It's not that I'm like, I don't know. I honestly haven't even thought about it till right now. Just been too busy with shit, and
well, they don't really review anything because they don't like movies anymore because all movies are shit. Like they don't really watch anything because nothing's worth watching. Well, it's just they hate going to the movie theater.
Well, I watched Argyle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Argyle.
I can't wrap my mind around what I watched
because you told me basically everything's a twist. Like every
character, every
everything's
7 minutes there's a twist, and I'm like, what am I watching here?
That's wacky.
But I liked it. I liked the movie. It's a strange thing. It's a well-made. It's up there with Malignant, where you're like, this is stupid.
Right, yeah.
But there's an aspect of this where they clearly did it on purpose.
Right, which is fun. It's supposed to be fun. I think
Malignant and Freddy Got Fingered are like the two closest movies.
Yeah.
Because it feels sarcastic. It feels like they made it as a joke and like, oh, what can we get away with here?
Right, yeah.
But they didn't go that far with Argyle because it's PG-13.
Right.
I don't know if you know that. I realized that 3/4 of the way through the movie where Bryce Dallas Howard goes, I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, whoa. Like she said her first fuck. Oh, it's PG-13, isn't it?
Wasn't it PG? I thought it was R.
I thought so too. One fuck. And she used it.
And it wasn't a sexual. Wasn't a sexual fuck. That's the thing. If it's a sexual fuck, it's an R-rated movie.
Yeah, but she said the throwaway fuck, and I'm like, oh, it was so obvious. Let me look it up because it is.
We got one fuck for me,
but it was not what I thought it was going to be. I realized Dua Lipa might be the hottest person on the planet.
I don't know who the fuck who is this person.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, I
The
keep
guy
hearing
I
that
listen to on the
name.
radio every morning keeps talking about how hot she is, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I'm watching this movie, and in the opening scene, he meets a girl and dances, and he takes her
Right,
out.
that's Dua Lipa or
He
whatever.
sits down with her. I'm like, God damn. And then we were talking about after, and it was like, oh, that's Dua Lipa. Oh, okay. I might agree with him now.
Holy shit!
I was
Yeah.
blown away. But yeah, the movie itself was Sam Rockwell is fucking amazing. He's
Oh yeah, well, he's always
if it
good.
weren't
Yeah.
for him, the movie would fucking suck.
You know how much that movie cost, right? Or
Yeah.
Apple, what
Oh,
Apple
I'm
paid for it?
It cost $12 million.
Yeah, Apple paid $200 million. That's the thing. That's what even Matthew Vaughn said that.
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, they paid me $200 million, but it didn't cost $200 million. I'll tell you that much right now." Oh, Matthew Vaughn.
Fuck it, you're selling a movie. Who cares?
Oh, I don't care. I love Matthew Vaughn, so let him do whatever he wants. If he wants to get a rip off Apple, I have no problem with that.
Oh, they
have so much money. They fucking spent $200 million on 3 movies the last 6 months. Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, and Argyle. They were all 200 million plus movies. That's fucking nuts.
They should have spent the money on The Insider. It's buying it.
I wish. Can you imagine $200 million Insider? Even though I think the movie actually was an expensive movie. I think it's a $90 million budget. I think the budget's pretty high.
Michael Mann,
he makes
because of the actors he uses, he usually has a higher budget than you expect.
They're not cheap movies, yeah.
No. And until he was still shooting on film at this point.
Fucking The Joker 2, this has a $200 million budget movie.
The Joker
Folie Deux or whatever it's called. It's $200 million.
They paid $100 million to
that's what I mean.
Lady Gaga.
I think Lady Gaga got 15. Joaquin probably got 15 to 20.
No, Joaquin got 25.
Maybe. I wouldn't doubt
the
it.
second one, yeah.
And on top of that, I'm sure Todd Phillips got 15 million.
Well, if he's producing, he probably got more.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. So Todd Phillips got a big check out of that. He always
when you talk about Ace in the Hole, Billy Wilder got paid more than Kirk Douglas because he was a producer, writer, and director.
Right, yeah. And then
50,000. Yeah.
But then they took them. They made him pay him back because it failed so badly. Billy, give us the money back. What? Why? What are you doing? Get out of my office. Billy Wilder.
I will say I do have some issues with The Insider based on just I never was quite sure where we were in the story.
Sure. Yeah.
I liked each scene, but I'm like, so did the story air or not?
No, yeah. It goes back and forth on that a lot.
And I was like, and then he sits down and watches it, but I'm like, is he watching his own edit or is he watching it live on TV? They didn't explain that.
Right, because they have the first version, which is an edited, truncated version, and then 6 months later they have the real version come out, and that's when he's feeding his daughters their TV dinners because this bitch wife kicked him out of the house, and he's living on a teacher's salary, raising 2 kids, one with retarded lungs, and his bitch wife in her fancy mansion because she didn't want to live a lower income life.
Here's that scene I was talking about. I love this scene because
I'm going to the store. Why? We're running out of soy sauce.
I don't think Michael Mann gets enough credit for this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you see what's in frame here? The other stuff within the actors in frame?
Yeah.
Because you have the typewriter, you have the fucking Emmys,
of
the other prizes here on the desk and against the windowsill.
Yeah.
There's so much being said right here without dialogue.
Yeah.
Because that's him fighting like the corporate media, the corporate side of CBS. He's just like, yes, we're winning shit because we're reporting the truth. I don't know. It's just this scene is just so goddamn good.
Yeah.
And I love when it cuts to him, the Michael Mann shot against the window when he's when he's thinking between his little speeches, his little monologues, and it's just the Michael Mann like here up. And then a lot of the window. He does a lot of that in Collateral. I want to get a shot of that.
Sanders
before that.
Here it is.
Damn, it's really hard to.
There it is. There's that. There's the Rip Torn.
This isn't Rip Torn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, look at the shot here. What director would choose to do this for this? For this
Yeah,
shot?
exactly.
What now? Cluster's coming over.
And then you get into focus. Okay, when he turns around here.
Hello, Lowell. Mike.
Here's the Michael Mann shot.
Yeah.
I guarantee, and I'm not just bringing this up just out of nowhere. Michael Mann learned a lot of cinematography from Frankenheimer movies.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Look at this. This is a Frankenheimer shot right here.
No.
Guy's head, 3 characters on the side. It's oh man, this is why I love Michael Mann so much. And then when he does the car thing, starting with Heat, he started doing that car on like the right or left, whatever side he wanted.
Yeah.
Like the light, like the headlight. You put a camera there, and you just see the whole car, and then the actor's this big on the screen. It's just such a bold camera angle to do, and he's done that his entire career.
Right.
I don't know. I just love Michael Mann's movies. Just visually, just sort of fascinating to me. And it makes like Ali, a movie I don't really care for that much. It makes it really watchable because that is a good looking movie.
I need to watch that, like rewatch it, because I don't really give that one any credit. I need to probably rewatch that one.
I haven't seen it in like 10, 12 years, but
Yeah.
it's a good movie. Like he's always got great actors. It's amazing he's never led an actor to an Oscar. I don't think he has he?
I don't
I don't think he
so.
has at all.
No. Nominations, but never a win.
Yeah, a lot of nominations, never a win. He had that Tarantino curse. Has Tarantino ever led someone to an Oscar win?
Yeah, Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz, and that was it.
Yeah, that's it. Christoph Waltz.
But decades before that, he was like nominated but never win.
Yeah.
We will do our Michael Mann episode, so I don't want to get too far into my rankings, but so far I put this as my number 4.
That's all together.
Yeah.
Well, you do what Heat. Now I'm trying to think of all the Michael Mann movies.
The problem is with after Heat, there's a real big drop off.
Well, Heat. This is right after Heat. This is 99.
I mean, in quality, in my mind, because Heat is a fucking perfect movie.
Right. Yeah.
And then you go. My next movie would be Collateral.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then I'm going Public Enemies.
Okay. Yeah.
And I do rate that movie way higher than most do, but I love Public Enemies.
It's a good movie. I enjoy Public Enemies. Yeah, it's a good one.
But then I'll go this. And this could overtake Public Enemies the more I watch both. And then after that, I'm probably going to... I love Miami Vice more than most people.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
You do.
I love Michael Mann. I don't know. He's got a strange career, and there's certain things in his movies I latch on to more than the overall movie itself.
Where you at with Last of the Mohicans?
I've only seen it once. It's toward the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
It's not a Michael Mann movie. That feels more like a studio movie.
Would you put Manhunter high or no?
Manhunter is probably below, and then it goes to Thief, and then probably Manhunter.
Okay, I like Thief a lot. I would say put Thief almost at number 2 for me, maybe. Or I think Thief might be number 3.
Above this or below this?
I think actually mine might be Heat, Insider, Thief, Collateral, Public Enemies.
Black Hat.
I didn't see Black Hat. That one I did not see. That one I know is terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
Not terrible, but not great.
Michael Mann, watch it. I even watched his Dustin Hoffman horse racing show.
Oh, Luck, yeah,
Luck, because I love that. And then they killed too many horses, so they canceled it.
Yeah. Another David Milch show. David Milch wrote it and he produced it.
They killed like 20 horses in the first 3 episodes.
I did. Yeah, I did 3. I think I did 2 days or 3 days on Luck as a background extra. I was a poker player. Yeah, they used.
How many horses did you see get shot in the head?
I never saw a horse once on that show. It was always the poker room. We were in the poker room in fucking Compton. We go to the old casino by the old. It was the racing track, but there was like a big poker room in there, so it was pretty funny. That was a long day of just sitting down and doing nothing but playing big poker.
Should we start choosing Michael Mann movies? Because we only got like 4 that we haven't seen.
Oh, we could.
Because we have his first TV movie. I forget what it's called.
Right. Yeah.
And then we got LA Takedown,
which is basically Heat.
I haven't watched The Keep.
The Keep's supposed to be terrible.
And maybe that's it for me. Maybe that's all I have seen.
The Keep is not very good. I know Quentin Tarantino doesn't like The Keep. He loves Thief, but he hates The Keep. Like, I know he does that.
Director. Oh, I haven't seen Ferrari yet either.
I heard that was not very good either.
The Jericho Mile is this TV movie I was talking about.
Oh my God, that sounds
Jericho
like
Mile, The Keep, LA Takedown, and Ferrari. So 4 movies.
Yeah, Ferrari. Yeah.
I do want to watch Vice, but
yeah.
So 4 movies. I want to do our Michael Mann ranking episode and just talk about his movies, but
yeah, it'd be fun.
No rush. We'll get to
no rush on that one.
Maybe I need to start just choosing them randomly.
Yeah,
I'm glad you picked the Insider because this is one I needed to rewatch just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I was. I need to get this one on Blu-ray. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I gotta go to the Mad Monk and buy some Blu-rays.
I'm looking at his rankings, and they're all like he doesn't have a movie below 7 for me.
Yeah,
or said Manhunter gave a 6.
Yeah,
Manhunter's hard to watch.
There's some pretty tammy. I don't like the part where William Peterson is in the tree going, "Hey, cut her, you son of a bitch! You took her eyes, did you? You son of a bitch!" Like
he's in that tree for a good while too.
Yeah, it's a long scene. Oh, Patrick, all hard
because he goes in the backyard to go.
Yeah,
he was here. Like, yeah, I got it.
He finds
I got it 5 minutes ago.
He finds the red dragon carved in the tree. He's like, "This is where you son of a bitch. You sat here, you watched her, didn't you? Didn't you?
You were jerking off.
You were watching her constantly, you bastard." I do like Brian Cox's Hannibal, though. He does do a good job. I do like Brian Cox.
Huh?
I say I do like Brian Cox. I like him as Hannibal.
No, Brian Cox is good. The movie is good. It's just
it's dated.
The length.
No.
Dated, I don't mind. It's just the
a lot of pastels.
Obnoxious synth score throughout the whole movie.
Yes. Tangerine Dream. You're like, oh fuck.
It is loud. I think this is a fault of Michael Mann being an early director. It was so loud, it played over dialogue.
Yeah.
When you rewatch it, you're like, oh, they're talking here. You don't even realize until you're watching their mouths move, and you're like, William Peterson is fucking talking here.
Yeah.
I can't hear them. Billy Wilder never had that problem because,
he was a genius.
He wasn't around in the 80s. When was Billy Wilder? I don't know when he died.
He died. He lived to be like 95. He was an old guy.
I love the fact that there's a Billy Wilder and then there's a William Wyler director.
Yeah. William Wyler did The Letter and a few other movies.
He died in 2002.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Just before I graduated high school. A couple months. And goddamn, kudos to him. What do you give The Insider out of 10?
I think it's probably an 8.
Wow. Okay.
I do love this movie, so
I gave it an 8 too. Obviously, I said that early on.
Yeah, it is solid and good enough. I almost might give it a 9, but it's more like 8. A strong 8.
I agree. I gave both of these movies 8s, and they're both for the same reason. I wanted more personally for me to latch onto to go to 9. That's
right.
The difference between 8 and 9 for me. I mean, I've said that 1,000 times in the show, but that's 8 for me is like a perfect movie that I don't really personally relate to. These 2 movies are perfect for that. They're both fucking fantastic. Watch these movies if you haven't, even though we ruined them, but it's not really about the ending, is it? Either movie.
No, but I love that one scene with Kirk Douglas when he goes, he says, "Be well," and he says, "You be fucked."
Be well.
Be fucked.
Johnsman, you are fined one.
That's right, John Spartan.
It was really weird when he said that because it cuts the color
It's very weird. Yeah.
and characters you've never seen before,
Exactly.
and then cuts back to black and white.
It's a bold choice.
It was a bold choice.
It's what makes him a genius, ahead of his time. And he was still alive when Demolition Man came out, so he could have done it.
It's true.
He was alive.
What year did I say he died?
2002.
20.
Oh, I don't know if
Kirk Douglas. Sorry.
I don't know if I told you this, but did you see the movie? It's on Hulu. The Blackberry movie.
No.
It's great. You gotta watch it.
Is that the
one with the Always Sunny guy?
Oh, okay.
He's great. He's fantastic in it, and then the guy from Canada is in it too. What's his name? The kid from the Sorcerer's Apprentice and
Jay Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel, yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's good. It's actually a really good movie. It's on Hulu, I think.
So it has Jay Baruchel and Glenn Howerton.
Yes, and it's
How
actually
have I not seen this?
It's about the BlackBerry, the history of the
That's
the
probably
BlackBerry.
why I didn't see it.
It's great. It's
Because they
actually really
released-
good.
They released BlackBerry, Air, and
Yeah.
then what was that third? Tetris.
Yes, the
All
Tetris
were like
movie.
in like 6 weeks, and I'm like, all
Yeah.
of these are like corporate movies. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I love Ben Affleck movies, his directed movies.
I thought Air was good. I liked Air. I
didn't
I
see
didn't,
it.
I
Is
didn't
it
see
good?
Tetris. Air's good. Air's worth watching. Air's good. But what's funny about Air is like they make fun of Matt Damon, call him fat.
Oh,
And it's like, if that's fat, then I'm fucking Jabba the Hutt. Like, I'll never be in
yeah,
a
I am
movie.
a humpback whale.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, come on. Like, seriously.
Fourth one was that flavor movie, like the chips, the spicy Mexican
Right,
chips.
that it was the Cheetos, Flaming
Yeah.
Hot Cheeto movie.
Yes.
Which
So
is a
there's 4 of those
Disney
that came
Plus
out within a
movie.
really quick window, and I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
all of those.
That one I didn't care about.
That was just
But-
weird that they all came
Yeah.
out right in a row.
Yeah, they did. And they were all streaming movies, basically.
Yeah, it's just strange. I don't know why they would do that.
But definitely check out BlackBerry. It's really good.
Okay, I want to see it now that you mentioned, and I saw that you posted something about it. You sent me something.
Yeah, I
It
said
said Glenn
it to you,
Howerton,
yeah.
like he has like a fro. Like, what the fuck is that?
No, he doesn't have he's bald.
Was that what it was?
He's bald, yeah.
Okay. I saw
He's-
the thumbnail. I didn't click up. Oh, sorry.
No,
click up.
Glenn Howerton is fucking great in it. He's so good.
He's a good actor.
And then and Michael Ironside's in it. A lot of Canadian actors are in it.
He is by
It's-
far
it's-
the best actor on It's Always Sunny.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's really good. He's a good actor. He needs to do more stuff. I think he can be in better movies.
He had his show, so he left. He thought he was going to leave It's Always Sunny,
Mm.
and then that merger happened,
Oh, okay.
and then it got canceled. But then it got brought back for like a season on whatever streaming platform. So, but by that time he's like, I'm already back. But it was so fucking funny because on the episode that they bring him back on, he left in the last episode of the season. And then it comes back, and Mindy Kaling takes over the bar, and she's like, not the bar itself, but like they hire her to help them, and they're all working in really good in sync. Like they're working and they got a plan. We're gonna make a bunch of money here. Everything's working perfectly. And then Mac buys a sex doll that looks exactly like Dennis Glenn Howerton,
Ah!
and it's got like this face, and he's like,
Yeah.
and they all start hearing it talking to them.
Ah!
So he starts to ruin their plans, even though he's not on the show. And they set it on one of the bar stools, and they're having a conversation, and they cut back, and it's just Glenn Howerton now.
That's hilarious.
And you think of the doll came to life, but he's like, no, fuck that doll. I threw it in the fucking ground. Are you serious? What? That thing's creepy. Why is that here?
That's funny.
It's so goddamn funny.
That's good.
And that was like 6 years ago now.
Yeah, my God, it's just been on forever.
Yeah. It's been on since 2005.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
All right, well, we should probably wrap this up because it's late now.
Yes. But we're not doing a
We've got-
versus, but what wins? Ace in the hole?
Well, you see, that's hard. I don't know. I
I think
they're. both equally good. I don't know.
I can't decide. I'm going to be honest with you. I give them
Yeah,
both 8.
because
Can't decide.
yeah, I think they're equal. They're really good.
Insider has a 7.8 with the general audience. Ace in the Hole is at 8.1.
Yeah, okay.
I will say my heart wants to go more with Ace in the Hole
Right.
because it was a more inclusive story that I didn't feel like was missing anything.
Right.
The Insider I felt like was missing some scenes, even though it's 2.5 hours, 2 hours 40
Right.
minutes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just wanted more. What's happening? Like,
Right, exactly.
it
Yeah.
didn't have enough exposition for me, which is normally not a complaint.
Right.
So next week, Dick, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I chose Natural Born Killers. What are you choosing?
Man,
You're supposed to come prepared.
I know. I thought about it.
Dude.
It should be in the same vein as Natural Born Killers.
See, don't overthink it. See, we chose these 2 movies today without thinking about it, and they just happen to be the exact same fucking
They're
movie.
connected.
Like,
They're
not even
connected.
they're the same movie.
Yeah, pretty much. They're very similar.
It's just different decades of that same story.
Well, let's do Air.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay.
So you can watch Air. Or you want to do Blackberry, either Blackberry or Air.
Your choice, man.
I'll go with Air because I haven't seen Air in a while. I just saw Blackberry.
Air. You haven't seen it in a while. It came out last year.
Yeah. I saw it in theater.
I mean, I'm all for watching a Ben Affleck directed movie.
Yeah, let's do Air. That sounds
Not
good.
a problem.
Yeah, let's do Air. That sounds fun.
Because I have the only other Ben Affleck movie that he directed I haven't seen is Live by Night, and I have that on the list as well.
Yeah, I don't want. I saw half of that. It wasn't very good.
Yeah,
Live by Night's his probably his worst movie.
Live by Night. Did I say Live by Air?
You said Live by Air. Live by Air.
I was looking at I was pulling up the IMDb for Air. I think I just read off the word Air.
I'd rather see that movie.
Live by Air. No, but I bought Live by Night on Blu-ray when I was at Zia last.
Oh, was that $3?
No, it was like $1,
Oh
$1.50.
shit!
I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's fine. That's fair.
I think he's in there with George Clooney, where they're like surprisingly very good directors.
Yeah,
and good actors, and goddamn, they can direct a movie. Yeah, okay. So not Versus, but Natural Born Killers and
Air.
That is a strange combination. Okay. At least
That
we'll have
works.
something to debate. Maybe we could turn this into an or so we can debate these 2 insanely different movies.
Good, because I hate Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, so what are we going to do for an or?
I don't know.
Anyway, until next time. In the meantime, which is March 22nd.
Time change. Time change is coming.
Time change is coming.
Watch out.
So
so
long, citizens. Phoenix
Bye.
So shuffled.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night.
Inside this Ace in a Hole.
Ace in a Hole. Go peddle your burgers, you bitch.
It's funny because that reminds me of the Bloodhound Gang.
Yeah.
You remember that clip on that? There's 2 of them, but one of them is at the end of Chasing Lane. No, maybe it's the end of Poo Platter. It's the it's the beginning of my best friend Derek got me in home ec class. But he's like, if you're asked, we're Chinese.
That's right. I asked for the poo platter. That's right.
That's what it reminded me of.
That's
also, there's another one called Amara the Butt Pirate on the first album, which nobody's fucking heard, but I love that album.
That's funny.
And I think it's Harlan Williams doing that voice.
That's funny.
But if you're asked for a Chinese dish, I'd order the poo platter.
Yeah.
My friend
Hell yeah!
me in home at class. Later in the afternoon, the jarheads in the locker room kick my ass. I said, guys, I'm like you. I like monster trucks too. Want to see how many push-ups I can do?
Oh, can you send me a link to the Steven Seagal podcast we did with his songs? I can't find it.
I don't fucking know.
Well, don't you have it on your computer? You send it to me.
The podcast we did reviewing his show?
No, his song, the Punani song. I got to do you in the Punani.
You want the actual song?
No, I want the episode. I don't have it.
Oh, it's one of the Hollywood is Dead ones.
I know, but I can't find it. It's like buried.
No fucking idea, man.
It's in one of the. It's hard to find on the podcast chart.
It must have been like Thief or Christopher Nolan. I don't even know. Death Car on the Freeway, maybe.
I don't know. I thought it was its own episode.
No, we didn't do it like just that.
I thought it was an improv episode or whatever.
No, do you remember we would do it? We made it a segment in Hollywood is Dead where we just start talking about that.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, we need to continue that.
I need to figure out which one it was then, because
so it's definitely Hollywood is Dead. I can tell you that much, but beyond which episode, I don't know. I would say start with Thief 134 and
okay, I'll look. I'll see if that's
it.
It
Feels like it's somewhere around there, right? Like back in like September, August of last year.
Yeah, it was last year sometime. Yeah.
That feels about right. I could play it right now and just see.
Oh, do we have to end this broadcast? Did you end it? It's still live.
Oh, we should probably do that.
Should end this.
Bye-bye.
Stop looking at us.